Color's back, and today everything pivots around red. Red feels timeless, direct and honest, joyful. It's the color I think of when Christmas music starts playing, the color of berries you see on winter walks, the color that tells you this moment matters. That's why I chose it for this suspended sculpture. Let's build. I'm rolling chicken wire into a loose tube. This is the backbone of the piece. Chicken wire is light, strong, easy to anchor overhead, and the backbone to let the design float. Vine wire provides some additional stability. It keeps the form together and gives me more anchor points for all the added materials. Here I added 2 ceiling wires. Notice the angle, slightly forward so the flowers can read from below as well as straight on. Hanging work always needs a solid support and freedom in form for the flowers to go into. Looks balanced. I lace thin wire left and right to stabilize the frame. Think of it like tightening shoelaces, just enough tension, not so much it warps. Time for berries. Ilex berries go in first. They're woody and last weeks with no water, so they're perfect for locking shape. I weave each stem through the mesh, then add a quick vine wire tie if a branch feels loose. To me, Ilex is the modern cousin of classic holly. Overhead camera views show how the volume builds. Once the frame is mostly full, it actually gets harder to push stems through. This tells me it's strong enough to hold the fresh flowers later. I keep the bottom heavier to create an asymmetric drop. Negative space on top lets the red pop without looking bulky. Next, red amaryllis, huge trumpet blooms, hollow stems. Hanging them upside down turns every stem into a natural water tube. A little engineering trick that also gives the piece a modern twist on the classic Christmas flower. The idea is a floating ribbon of green stems with red flares at the tips. The green stem makes clean lines. The red blooms read like ornaments. Longer stem on the opposite side keeps the eye moving. I'm always aiming for balance, not symmetry. I step back, check lines, then start wiring glass water tubes. Two attachment points per tube stop them from tipping and gives the proper security for this mechanic. I fill the amaryllis stems first, then I fill the glass tubes. Water is weight, so you have to consider this when thinking about using water tubes. This is a really great concept with hollow stems and exploring your floral options. Ready for fresh flowers. Dark red hydrangea comes next. It hides mechanics and deepens the color story. I place clusters where the Ilex branches meet the amaryllis stems. That connection point feels intentional to the eye. Burgundy next to bright red keeps the design from feeling flat. Hellebores slides into a water tube. Its velvet texture softens the hard lines of the berries. Lush, orange, red Vanda orchids bring pattern. Bright red ranunculus adds movement. Lisianthus gives length and a slight peach glow. I'm layering tones from burgundy through raspberry to coral. This color story keeps it sophisticated. Christmas to me is family noise, late night cocoa, and flashes of red against winter gray. I honor that tradition here, but flip it. Berries float instead of sitting on a mantle. Amaryllis hang upside down. Glass tubes keep delicate stems alive. It's the same feeling, just in a fresh format. Red ilex berries for structure, inverted amaryllis for lines, and water tubes. Plus rich tones of orchids, ranunculus, lisianthus, hellebore, and hydrangea. I end by looking up at the texture and color. Designs above eye level make people slow down and notice. That's the power of red. Timeless, emotional, and possible to ignore.